first in pretty much all of these rounds.
Yeah, we do take a look at their standings there. We see V89's much higher, but many more matches played, so it does make sense. So if Trichter happens to, let's say, win 3 more matches, he'd be right up there with V89 for the same amount of matches played. So this could be a good chance for Trichter to do that, get some points on the board, make his way up.
So we had Kabupaten and Pamekasan. So Pamekasan is a regency on the island of Madura, which is East Java. Now, he's close to Madura. He's not on it. I don't know if either of them knows their Kabupaten, though. But these Kabupaten, these are regencies of Indonesia. Oh, I think he may know it. I think he's in the right regency here. I don't know if Trichter saw it and didn't know it, or maybe just didn't see it at all. But we'll see what he's able to do. At the very least, we'll see if he can get the right area of the country.
Seems like he's on Java, but he's pretty central, so there's pretty different guesses, and an amazing guess from V89 to start off the game.
Yep. So he did find Pamekasan. I don't know if he knew what Pamekasan was coming in, or if he just found it on the map because it is labeled. But either way, really, really nice start for V89, and we'll see if he can keep that momentum going. Urban Brazil, we have an area code 13. 13, I believe, is west of Sao Paulo, southwest of Sao Paulo. I would guess that it's a bit west of where V89 is now. I think where he clicked is 11, but, you know, he'll be close. And I think Trichter found the same area code, and I think he's a little bit closer to where it is.
Yeah, V89 guessed, like, right on the coast, which is interesting. Oh, we do actually... I guess we are right on the coast.
Yeah, so he had the coastal vibe, he just didn't quite have the right area code.
Yep. Just a little closer there. Just a little closer. But a chill start. And besides that, round 1, great guess from V89. We go to round 3 here. A little snow coverage. I'd love to see that.
Interstate signs here, 25. I don't know if they have a state name on them. It looks like they do. I can't see what it is, but I think the players can see.
Trichter's up in Minnesota, possibly?
Yeah, I mean, these interstate signs, I could see that they have the state written on them. I just couldn't read it. But I would think that the players would go and look for that, because, I mean, 89 is just scanning all over the place. 1687, we have all kinds of road signs. We also have a green sign in the distance for Trichter. Should have cities on it if you wanted to go to that.
Yeah, these players, you can see by the way they go about this, are not necessarily moving oriented.
No, they're not. Because if it was me, for example, I would be playing this round very, very differently. And we see just a little bit of uncertainty from both of them here.
V89's now all the way over in Wyoming, moved many times, but he is actually correct there. In the end, that last second switch over deals 1,500 damage to Trichter.
Yeah, so I think Trichter, I mean, he found I-90, but he wasn't sure where along it. But again, I think some of the interstate signs had the state name written on them. There were signs in the distance that probably had city names, so definitely maybe some regrets from Trichter there. Maybe thinking he could have played that round better. But again, he's not out of it. Neither of these players would consider themselves moving players, so it's not too much of a surprise. But we'll see if he can bounce back.
Very particular road zoom here from V89. Oh, nope, he's swapping over. He's switching over to northeastern Italy. Trichter to follow. Pretty close to each other here, actually, so shouldn't see too many points.
Yeah. I don't know if we see bilingual signs or just Italian. All I saw was Italian, and I think, yeah, V89 had a road number, but I think it was quite a small one, so I don't think he has that. But it looks like they're both just going to send kind of Trentino area pretty close to each other.
Yeah, very close. Very close guesses to each other. Quick little 5. Quick little 5, Jake.
Quick little 5.
We go to the next round. V89. Lots of points here. We are back on that road. Would you look
at that? Didn't I tell you? Look how distinctive this road is.
Maybe the most recognizable road in the world. If you've seen it before, this is that southern Chile road that leads down to Punta Arenas. The all yellow lines, distinct landscape. Once you get the vibe, you'll never miss it.
Switch from Trichter, though. He went a bit more north.
V89 on it.
Wow. Well done. Didn't even spend that much time on it. He just kind of lined it up and went with it.
Yeah, he just goes for it, and it works out well for him. We go on to round 6 now. Trichter on less than half health here. He really needs a good comeback if he wants to stay in it, stay alive. He does have 3.5 times damage, so he could do it.
Sign. Abzakovo. Wait, why is that bilingual? It's bilingual. It's probably... I like the Ural Mountains because in Bashkortostan, you'll have Bashkir language and you'll have Russian language. So I imagine that's why that sign is bilingual. So I like the guesses from both players here in the Ural Mountains.
V89, right there. On rounds like this, V89 just gets a little closer, and with these multis and everything, and how big some of these countries are, I mean, these are both two very good guesses, but V89 a little closer, 1,000 points of damage to Trichter's health bar there, as we go on to round 7.
It's kind of wearing him down. I mean, his guess has just been a little bit closer every time. This looks like a Romania. We have holy poles with white bases, but it's weirdly dry, making me think it could be like southeast. Like, could it be like Constanța or Tulcea? Border crossing point. That's interesting too. Orașul. Orașul, is that a town? Maybe. I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not sure.
We'll see. Trichter zooming in. Oh, they're pretty close to each other here. Unless V89 decides to move. He has a town name here he's trying to find. And a road. Yeah.
The road number is the most helpful thing. But he's not... It doesn't even look like he's zooming in and looking for it.
Trichter's just on it. Trichter's simply on it. The 49997 deals 3,500 damage to V89. Doesn't give him the lead, but that evens things up. This is now anybody's game.
Yep, and my initial region guess of southeast was not quite the right one.
It happens.
Here we go into Russia. 4.5x damage in forest fire Russia.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is some pretty distinct coverage.
It is, but the thing is, the area that has it is very large. You can get it from Lensk all the way along the Lena River towards Yakutsk. Mirny, Nyorba, all of these towns have this kind of coverage. So this, I think we may see the end of the game right here. Unless it happens to be right between them.
Oh, last second town switch. It actually does bring Trichter a little bit closer. Deals 1,600 damage to V89. V89 in the red now, less than 500 health. That is insane.
And Trichter takes the lead. Neither of them ended up being that close. Again, that area is so distinct, but it's also so huge that it's still really hard to get close within it. And we saw that on display there. It's like a South Africa here in round 9.
This is big for round 9. 5 times damage. Some signs can be very helpful and common in South Africa if they can get to one, but we are in a city, so it's probably going to be more rare you see one of those green signs with the specific road numbers and things like that. But oh, we do have a sign here from V89. That's something.
Karlkrug is probably a town, but it's also probably quite small. Diazville? Saldana. Oh, there's a sign with a boat on it, so that suggests coastal at least.
That's something.
022 area code. That's Cape Town. Oh, Saldana.
Oh, Saldana. Oh. V89 has it.
I think he has it.
Wait, if Trichter doesn't have it, this is game.
He's got 5 seconds. He is going Cape, but I think he's too north.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Oh, no, he's not. He's close, but
he is close. But it's a 4,998 from V89.
Exactly.
The exact points.
What?
Wins V89 the game.
Oh my god.
I have never seen that before.
I have never seen that either. Oh my goodness. 1565 on the dot. You see him laughing about it. Unbelievable.
Even V89 cracks a smile and then tries to hide it.
I almost wonder if I wondered if we could get a rounding moment, because sometimes you have weird rounding discrepancies that cause the difference to actually be one off. So I was thinking maybe he ended up on 1 health, but no. 1565 minus 1565, and V89 takes it on round 9. Incredible.
Unbelievable. We move on to our next game. We're on no move now. Reset.
Wow. Gotta catch my breath after that. That was crazy.
No.
Thailand here.
Yeah, we do have a Thailand. And a quick
they'll
guess
know
from
it.
V89.
You have these square poles, dots all the way up and down. The poles are sort of like small dot-looking things. You have these lamps that stick out over the road. All very good clues for Thailand. So it all comes down to where in Thailand we are.
Ends up being a little farther south. Trichter a little closer.
Yep, Trichter a little bit more of a hedge there. But, I mean, with how mountainous it was, it makes sense to be clicking in the north of the country. This looks like the British Isles, but it's always a question whether it's the UK or Ireland.
That is the eternal question on a round that looks like this. Am I in Ireland? Am I in the UK?
Or are you even in Jersey?
Yeah, could be. Could be. We have an Isle of Man from V89.
Yeah.
I like it.
That could work. Rolling Hills, Gen 2. Definitely could work. And he's going Isle of Wight. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see 1.5 times damage.
It hits the Isle of Wight. What a guess.
It's the Isle of Wight. Trichter. Insane
Wow.
guess there.
Wait, that's incredible. I have no idea how he knew. I don't know if there's distinctive coverage or if there's a lot of Gen 2 there. I associate that kind of coverage with Jersey and the Isle of Man, but getting the Isle of Wight correct on that's a heck of a guess from Trichter.
Yeah, or he's just the GOAT, Getting the guess, locking it in. We go on to round 3, Turkey here. Quick zooms from both players, relatively close to each other.
Yeah, Trichter a bit more north, but I think you probably won't see too much damage dealt here. Both kind of just opting for central Turkey. That's right between them.
Right between them. Nothing too much. Jalotris would have 5K'd.
Surely.
Trichter holding flawless. Round 4.
Might have info here. It's Portuguese. So we should be in Brazil. I don't know if we'll get an area code or not. Both looking for one.
V89 checking out this pole here. It's kind of cool light post there.
Yeah.
Really not a lot
Looks
of
like-
information to go off of.
No, they're both kind of just near Brasilia here. Oh, there's a code. There's a code.
There is?
On that pink sign. There is, but I don't know if they can read it or not. Maybe they
too far
can. Maybe
away.
that's why they're both in Goiás.
It's
I'm not
possible.
sure, though. It did look to me like a code, but I couldn't quite make it out. Trichter seems to be committing North Goiás. V89 is kind of jumping around.
V89
It was south.
closer. Trichter doesn't look happy with himself about that one.
My guess is that he saw the area code and misremembered where it was, but that's just a guess. But given his reaction, I think he probably thought he had something and then wasn't right about it.
Yeah. And crazy from him going flawless to now with that one round, he has less health than V89.
Yep. Just shows how quickly these games can change.
We are on round 5 now. No move. Quick lock in South Africa from V89. Relatively central. Will Trichter follow? Yes, he will. Same area here. Makes sense by the look of everything. Landscape and foliage. These little shrubbery. Dry.
Similar guesses for sure here.
But Trichter!
Wow,
But
Trichter
Trichter!
on the road.
But he's on
Oh
it!
my goodness. What a beautiful guess.
Yeah, what an insane guess. He's really proven himself here in this no-move game.
He sure is. Trichter came to play. I mean, both of these players just phenomenal all-around players. But again, I think moving is the weakness for both of them. So in this no move and in the NMPZ, if we get there, we're just going to see it. It's an amazingly high-level gameplay. Interesting round here.
Yeah, we have a black Gen 4 car. We have a
Right.
car that seems possibly driving left here. We do have a bike
I think it's
going around on the
Indonesia.
left. I would agree there. I think
Yeah.
so.
is we have a bike with a front plate, and you don't get front plates on bikes in the rest of Southeast Asia. And then we're driving on the left. You can see the bus passing to the left of that bike. And I think the bus has a yellow plate too, which is also a thing you get on commercial vehicles. I don't know about Java. I mean, Java could work. I don't know, to be honest. But Trichter hasn't even zoomed in, so I'm not sure he even knows where to go. He is going to go Java too.
Oh, but seems he's debating some of the Nusas. He switches over to West Nusa Tenggara. And it's Zumba, and it works out great for him. He even still somehow looks a little disappointed in himself that he wasn't on Zumba, but he wins.
Wow. What a great last-second switch from Trichter there. I don't know if he knew it was Indonesia the whole time and was just kind of thinking about where, or probably, but who knows.
I would assume so, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Again, Trichter, like we said, likes to take his time, you know, even on those rounds where he has a decent idea. He wants to just look at everything, get a lay of the land, and make the best guess that he can. So we have Surabaya pavement here. I've mentioned it before, but this sort of diagonally tiled pavement that you see on their screens here is found a lot in the area around Surabaya, so much that it's earned the nickname Surabaya pavement.
Both right there, 11 points. Guys, we're on our third game. This is the tiebreaker. It is 1-1. We are on NMPZ. One singular still image is all they get in this banger of a matchup.
Yep. So we got the NMPZ we were hoping for. We'll see.
Trichter with a little IRL zoom there. Stands up, gets close into the monitor. He's thinking the US here.
I don't mind that. I mean, we have a big pickup truck kind of car, which looks very US-like. The sun is in the south. I mean, my other thought here would have been something like Argentina, but with the sun where it is, I think I prefer the US guess, but it's not an easy round.
No, it is not. V89 locking in quick, as we have seen from him throughout those quick guesses. Trichter in Wyoming actually shouldn't be too far apart here.
Makes sense. More empty and desolate it looks. Wyoming is never a bad guess.
Never a bad guess. It works out. Really, really good damage there from Trichter to V89. We move on to round 3. V89 already at a pretty serious deficit considering it's round 3.
Yeah, I like the Durban guess. South Africa with these yellow outer road lines and white center lines, and then it's very green. But the thing is, a lot of the coast can look like this, so where Trichter is also makes sense. It's just kind of hard to say who's right.
Trichter. On it. That is huge damage on round 3. V89 is already at 2k health.
Like we said, Trichter, one of the best NMPZ players in the world. He's had that reputation for a long time. And I think in the last couple of weeks, he's had a couple NMPZ guesses that he wasn't that proud of. I remember there was like a Turkey round where he was in... Where was he? Canada or something? I don't remember. But I think that, you know, he has some regrets, and he's really looking to make up for that. And he's playing super, super well so far in this NMPZ.
I remember the Turkey you're talking about. I believe he went Sweden or Norway.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. We were casting that one a couple weeks back here. Players are pretty far apart here, if I'm looking at this correctly. They're very far apart. This is probably going to be the match.
Yeah, Trichter's in the Yukon/northern British Columbia, and V89's in Minnesota. So, you know, unless it ends up being like Saskatchewan or something, I think the game ends right here, or whoever it is closer.
He moves to Alberta. Nope. British Columbia, Alberta border. And V89 is Ontario.
It's oh my.
V89 wins the game on that. I think you